Surely much harder fixture than what Manchester City face, but this home support does bring the best out in this Newcastle team.
And what a noise, what an atmosphere, what a night ahead here in the first of the two semi-sold stadium. The fans are really up for this one. The first leg of this Carabao Cup semi-final is underway at St James's Park. Holders Newcastle United looking to take a big step at home to yet another final. And once perennial winners of this competition, Manchester City might have to make do. Living out his dream here as a Newcastle fan growing up. Joelinton, Gordon. Nice pace to bring in Murphy, and Wissa free in the middle. It's towards Johan Wissa, early chance and a big early miss.
Wow. I mean, I looked offside to me. You get a great view now. Lovely play from Gordon, spreads it wide, and as that ball comes in, I think he's just onside. Good shout from the assistant referee. I love the fact the cross has come early. You can't ask for more as a centre forward than that ball to come in early like that. And technically, it's a bit of an edge,
but a position that he's had to get used to as City. Joelinton's flick. Well, despite Manchester City's pressure, it's Newcastle. This surely is the last chance. Jeremy Doku. Partially out by Hall. Foden on the turn. Joelinton's header. And that is the half-time whistle. Well, Newcastle get over the line in a defensive sense there. They're under a fair amount of pressure. Newcastle attacking the Gallagher end in this second half, which Matt Upson was keen to tell me before the game has a little bit of a slope on this field.
It's a fair old slope, probably a bit more than a little.
Here now is Doku. Ake, a bit of pushing and pulling in there, and it's so very nearly crept into that far post.
To see where that ball was going to go as the cross comes in, a lot of shoving. Is that a push? Then the player goes to ground. It's Thiaw that kind of goes to the floor, and then it's off the knee and through the legs of Anthony Gordon. Good reaction.
O'Reilly. Kusanov. Semenyo. City looking to go centrally again. Up by Ramsey. Barnes to Miley. Pope just about gets away with that one. Joelinton challenged late there by Nunes. The play continues. The referee saw it as a foul and gives the advantage. Here's Gordon. Hall up with him. But Gordon for Wissa! Oh, what a save by Trafford! Phenomenal reflexes to get there, but day's not over with Hall. Bruno Guimaraes, he's hit the post! And an onslaught on the Manchester City goal.
And then Guimaraes with the follow-up. Straight onto the upright. Manchester City bang under pressure.
Doku. Jeremy Doku, great ball across, and there is the opener. What a start to his Manchester City career for Antoine Semenyo. 2-2. It is the dream start for the Ghanaian, and City ahead in the tie.
Well, talk about not having too many touches, too much, barely been in the game. Semenyo hasn't had much to do either, to be honest. It's been real patient build-up from City. But what he does here, and what he hasn't done previously, he gets in where it hurts. He gets across the face of Gordon and Lewis, who just switches off there. Gordon doesn't realise that ball's coming in, and he gets the wrong side. Lovely wing play again from Doku. That touch from Bernardo Silva, absolutely crucial. Throws it away from the path of the defenders, and it's a simple tap-in for Semenyo, but he's in the right place at the right time, and brilliant for him.
And has gone on from there and really found top form at Bournemouth this season and last as well.
It's a great story, isn't it?
Wissa, angle tight. Joelinton. Gordon has it taken off him. Bruno Guimaraes has had one go.
You feel like Newcastle needs something in this game to go 1-0 down and then go into part of the thinking from Pep.
Reinders, his first involvement, finds Semenyo, who has scored again for Manchester City.
Career, and this is actually a really nice goal. His movement's excellent. He comes off of this.
This goal is going to be checked here by the referee because it's for a subjective offside. Because he's got to now decide, I think, whether Haaland has interfered by standing there. That is why he's going to the screen.
Yeah. I thought it was that they were looking at, because that's what we've been discussing, but you never do know. You don't have the privilege of hearing the conversation, but I mean, I'm not sure what Haaland's stopping there. I don't think there's any attempt from Thiaw to deal with that. He's not affecting Pope, as far as I can see.
And they've both got a hand around each other as well.
And they're just grappling there. I don't see the interference. And it's going to be big pressure on the referee here to decide this correctly.
Well, we're going to hear an explanation at least, which will clear up some of the confusion.
After review, Manchester City, number 9, is in an offside position. It impacts on the ability of the defender. Final decision is offside.
Erling Haaland impacts on the ability of the defender to play the ball. Offside, no goal, it's still 1-0.
Well, if in doubt.
Just to confirm, Gordon's the other man to have gone off, by the way, here for Ilanga. And maybe a chance for Tonali straight away. That would have been some way to respond.
The quality to strike this on target. It couldn't fall to a better person on his left foot, just bouncing, tries to stub it into the ground, get that kind of half volley skim off the turf, but just pulls it wide.
Doku is off, and Ryan Cherki takes his place. Lewis, Cherki, what trick has he got here? Oh, nearly popped it through the legs of Pope. I've had 8 yellow cards in the game now. Trafford slipping as he knocks that one forward. Joelinton, Voltamada, neither of them could get a grip of it. Cherki trying to guide one, just couldn't quite set it wide enough. St James is starting to empty out here now, as the fans disappear off down the hill and back into the city. Lovely touch there by Cherki. Aït-Nouri and Cherki! A killer blow! Who knows what that goal does for Manchester City? But it will crush Newcastle after such a fighting spirit in this second half.
Chasing an equaliser, but I said about 6-7 minutes ago, you just got to kind of stop that and just settle at the fact there's one goal in this tie and you've got another whole game to go. And this moment here is an absolute hammer blow. It's so nicely worked. Look at the movement and the running off the ball. Aït-Nouri, Semenyo with the pass, does brilliantly just to see Cherki there. He's at full stretch here, toes it back to him, and then it's a comfortable finish for
Joelinton. Hall past everyone. And that has just about summed up Newcastle's evening, that comes to a close in defeat. Their 13-match unbeaten run ends here against Manchester City. The Premier League champions rode their luck at times, but their new boy did it again to give them the lead. A second ruled out by VAR, but eventually Ryan Cherki netting deep into added time to give them more than an advantage going into the second leg on the 4th of February back in Manchester.